going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to a series that's kind of rare, I guess, because I only do it a couple times a year. DSP's P.O. Box. What we're going to do is we're going to actually go through a few of the things that were actually found in my P.O. Box over, when I went and checked it. It's kind of funny because, first of all, my hair's out of control today. It's really pissing me off. It's starting to just like fly around in my face. I'm also going to turn up my air conditioner because it's hot as hell in here. But anyway, I didn't realize it had actually been so long since I checked my P.O. Box. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I actually have a P.O. Box that I, maintain and rent over at my local post office. Problem being that the post office, number one, isn't very close to me, and number two, is actually really busy. It's one of the busiest places in the city that it's in. That parking lot is always bustling and full of people, and it's a real pain in the ass to get in and out of there, especially when I have stuff like I'm getting from my P.O. Box to carry. So what I've been doing is I don't check it too consistently. I've been checking it maybe 2 to 3 times a year. And last year, I had actually made a video and checked it on December 7th, of 2011. And at that time, I'd gotten a whole bunch of stuff, with Christmas coming up, I'd gotten cards and all kinds of stuff. But I realized, oh, you know what, that was kind of foolish that I checked it then, because probably, more than likely, at the end of the month, a lot of people would be sending me things like Christmas cards and correspondence, and I'd have to go back. And that ended up being the case. So I actually checked it on December 7th, and then later on that month, after Christmas, I actually think it might have been maybe the first week of January, I actually checked it again, and I got all these Christmas cards and stuff for my fans, which I always appreciate. Now, I just want to let everyone know, just to the ground rules of sending me stuff to the P.O. Box. Number one, if it's fan art, if it's a letter, if it's a greeting card, 100% of the time, yes, you can send that kind of stuff to me. I love that kind of stuff. The things that you might want to ask me about ahead of time are anything bigger than, say, a normal size box. Like something like this size is fine, but something that's huge, you know what I mean? Like a box that's bigger than that, you might want to ask me, on my forums. I actually have a thread called Phil's P.O. Box, or DSP's P.O. Box, and you want to run stuff like that by me, and the reason being is that my post office, unfortunately, is, as you know, the United States Postal Service isn't doing too well. As a business, they're not doing well. They've been completely decimated by UPS, Federal Express, who are services immensely greater than the U.S. Postal Service. Even though they cost more, the service is so good. And the U.S. Postal Service is in dire straits right now. The service is awful. And here, let me give you some perspective. I pay hundreds upon hundreds of dollars a year to have this P.O. Box. And if there's a bigger package, let's say something like my P.O. Box is probably about this wide and this deep and this tall. So it's a big storage space. But if there's something that doesn't fit in there, they're supposed to keep it in the back. Well, I found that after literally not even a week of having something in the back, they'll fucking go and send it back to whoever sent it. And to make matters worse, they have no service whatsoever to notify me when a package shows up. So I have no idea when anything shows up, if I need to go check the P.O. Box. And like I said, it's a pain in my ass because it isn't a busy part of the town, especially with my back. It's hard to have to go through a busy parking lot carrying stuff. And I found that, unfortunately, fans have sent me stuff that got returned against their will and my will because I just didn't go pick it up in a timely manner. So if you could let me know if you're going to send me something on my forums first, I would appreciate that so that I could, approve it or not. Or if I know when it's coming, tell me when you send it so I know when to pick it up, okay? So anyway, since January, I've been very busy with game releases, with travel, as you know. We went to MagFest, we went to E3, we went to too many games. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on with Project 7. So a lot of my free time's been taken up, and I haven't had a chance to go back there and check the P.O. Box since January. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff that I got. Now, if you got a letter, if you sent a letter or, a greeting card, and you don't see it in this video, that's fine. I probably got it. Just I'm not going to go through every single thing. What I want to show you are some of the cool things that people sent me. If you sent me something and you don't see it in this video, then I didn't get it. And if that means is either it never got to my P.O. Box or it got to my P.O. Box and my stupid post office decided to return it back to you because they didn't want to hold it, which makes no sense. I pay them to rent the space, yet they don't want to hold stuff. You know what I mean? It's stupid. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into what I found in my P.O. Box here in July of 2012. So, first of all, a fan sent me a letter a very nice letter, so thank you for that. But they actually did a little bit of artwork. And I guess this is Ice. I'm not sure what cartoon she's from. It may be from Justice League. It may be from Teen Titans. It definitely looks like that DC-style cartoonish artwork, but I'm not positive what she's from. She looks very familiar. I think I've seen her in a cartoon before, but I can't put my finger on it. So thank you for that. That's nice. Next is from a fan. And what is it? He actually sent me on a CD-ROM Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the PC. I guess it also has Empire at War, which I'm not sure what that is. It looks like it's a excuse me, a shooting game or flying game. So he sent me this, and it said, here's his letter, which I just dropped. He says, "Hey DSP, I love your videos, and I actually have been watching since you did bits on Spider-Man Web of Shadows." Wow, this is a long-time fan. "I'm donating to you a PC copy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, widely believed to be the greatest Star Wars game ever made. I'm sure many of your fans, including me, would love to see you do a playthrough of this. Thanks." It says, "P.S. the game is approximately 25 hours long." He actually goes on to actually give me some tips on the game, on how to do better. So thank you to, that's actually from Doug. Thank you, Doug, for sending me that. Now, I didn't ask him for that, you know. I didn't ask him to send me a game or anything like that. And by no means am I for 100% saying that I'm going to get to it, you know, in any timely fashion. It is a cool, I think, a cool thing. That would be a cool thing for downtime. As you know, right now I am in the middle of downtime, and I planned a couple marathons and such that I'm working on right now. But that might be a cool game for downtime, being that a lot of people did say they think it is one of the best Star Wars games ever made, and it has a really cool plot with a cool twist. So there's a possibility I'll actually play that at some point. But thank you, Doug, for sending me that. Okay, the next one is kind of weird. Simply look at it. That's not English. This box is actually from Croatia. Okay, so let's open it up. It has a bunch of stuff inside. First of all, a magnet of Croatia. That's pretty cool. That's going to go right on my fridge. We've got chamomile tea from Croatia. We've got several different Croatian coins. I'm not going to show you all of them, but this one actually has some kind of a bear on it. I don't know, it's probably like a quarter, an equivalent to a quarter in the United States. What else do we have? We've got just a DVD. And if you're wondering what's on there, we're about to find out. So here's the letter. And this is cool because this fan actually sent his letter both in American, or not American, in English and in Croatian. He actually completely wrote the letter in Croatian and then translated it to English, which is why when you read this, a lot of it doesn't going to sound as proper, like proper English. Now the thing that gets me is that I checked my P.O. box probably the first or second week of January. Yet this is dated December 23rd, and when I actually look on the box, he sent it on December 23rd. So basically it took the United States Postal Service a good, 3 weeks to get this to my P.O. box, which is like, what the hell? But anyway, here we go. Dear DSP, I'm Tom, better known as Ghost23 from Zagreb, the capital city of Croatia. I follow you since November 2009 when I accidentally discovered you on YouTube on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 playthrough. I'm a big fan of yours, and I support you, especially when you lost your job in September of 2010. To me, you are one of the biggest YouTube stars, a great comedian and a speaker in front of the camera that knows what to say. If you're wondering what I sent, chamomile tea, several Croatian coins, a fridge magnet from Croatia, and also on the DVD are photos and video of the capital of Croatia, Zagreb. He says, finally, I want to congratulate you and say Merry Christmas to you. Well, a little late for that, but unfortunately, it's not his fault. He mailed it in a timely fashion. Your family, your friends, and the whole DSP community. I wish you a Happy New Year, in which I want, wish I want you to have a lot of health, much happiness in your life and work where you enjoy and have fun with me and the entire... See, the translator didn't translate it well, but basically he's wishing me well wishes. Thank you for everything. and keep it up in the year 2012. Well, I hope that in 2012 I've entertained you, Tom, as much as I have in 2011. We're halfway through it now, so you can probably judge for yourself. But thank you. That's really cool that I got the Croatian version of the letter as well as the American, because that's really neat to see something written in another language like that. Now this next one, unfortunately, is not good news. This is something that I need to kind of show everyone, because I need to get in contact with someone. Basically, this is a Project 7 t-shirt. Okay? Someone ordered it. I'm not sure when. Judging from the envelope, the envelope is actually dated, wow, March 9th of 2012. So we're talking way back in March, someone ordered a Project 7 shirt. And what's been happening with these shirts, just so everyone understands, John Rambo has the shirts because OJ runs the website. He gives the orders to John. John processes the orders and mails out the shirts. So John basically created this in March and sent it to whoever it was that ordered this shirt. And incidentally, it was mailed to a Lisa Sawyer, okay, from Georgia. Well, I have absolutely, I have absolutely no idea what happened, because as you can see here, which is completely stupid, the U.S. Postal Service, yes, in all their wisdom, they put a stamp on a package when it can't be delivered, and they're supposed to check off the appropriate box of why it couldn't be delivered. Well, they decided to use a fucking stamp that was so covered in ink that none of the reasons can be read. They're not legible, and he bothered to check off the box. Well, how does that fucking help me? How do I know if this house doesn't exist? How do I know that if maybe they attempted to deliver this and the person wasn't there? I don't know. It's completely fucking worthless. So thanks a lot, U.S. Postal Service. But the bottom line is this. Lisa Sawyer, or at least that was the mailing name of the address in Georgia, we owe you a shirt, and I don't know how to get in contact with you. I don't know what, like, if you can, let me put it to you this way. If you can contact me, whether through email, whether through a PM on YouTube, whatever, and you tell me the mailing address that this had originally been for in Georgia, I will contact you and we'll get this out to you. But right now, I'm not sure what to do. I have no way to contact her. Obviously, the mailing address isn't good, or there was some issue, some reason why we couldn't get it out. So please contact me. I have your shirt, and I guess I'm just going to go throw it in a corner somewhere until I hopefully hear back from you. Okay. Up next is actually really neat. This is a gift from Hazard. A lot of people know him from the KingOfHate.com forums. He's an avid forum user. There's a whole bunch of stuff over on the site. Well, he's like a humongous fan of Sly Cooper, and when he saw that I played Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, the HD remake that was actually a free download for PS Plus users a couple months back, and I actually did a playthrough of it on YouTube, he flipped out and he went fanboy mode, and he's like, wow, this is great, I love it, I want Phil to play the other ones that came out in HD as well. He actually went out and purchased the Sly Cooper collection for me. So thank you, Hazard, for that. I appreciate it. And as you know, I've already announced that sometime in the future I am planning on doing more PS2 games, classic PS2 games, and this will definitely be part of that marathon when I re-explore those games, okay? A couple other things here. Now this is kind of unique. It says, this is from Kyle, but the return address says it's from Goodman Games in San Diego, California, okay? I have no idea what this is. I don't believe I had any previous correspondence regarding this, but it's a poster regarding some kind of dungeon crawling game. It's called Dungeon Crawl Classics. 1970s Appendix and Fantasy Dig It. Like, what the hell? And it's got an old style. This is like a classic 1970s painting art style of a barbarian wearing striped pants. And then down here it actually shows there's different role-playing games that I guess this company makes. They're called Goodman Games. So this is probably a promotional poster for Goodman Games. But it's funny because it says coming February 2012. And obviously, February is come and gone. So unfortunately, if they were planning on getting any kind of publicity out of me showing this poster off, I probably lost their opportunity, and I apologize for that. But that is a cool little poster that someone sent me. And then last, we've got some fan art and a letter from a fan, if I can get it open. letter was jammed in there. Alright, it says, Dear Phil, I love to watch your videos. They make me laugh until my insides hurt. Watching your Halo Reach and Batman Arkham City videos, oh, I'm not sure. It's a little confusing, the way that their sentence is structured. But anyway, he says, oh, he's watching my Halo Reach and Batman Arkham City videos. I read it wrong. I've been a fan ever since the toaster exploded in Infamous. If you don't know what he's talking about, in Infamous 1, I made a joke about a toaster blowing up. And that, think about how long ago that was. Holy shit, man. What was that, 2009? Wow. I wanted to show my appreciation for your videos by making these. Sincerely, Mike Stando1. And so, some artwork that he drew. We've got Batman with a goatee. So I guess it's supposed to be like me in a Batman outfit, which is pretty funny. And we've got the Master Chief. So pretty cool. Like I said, I always love to get fan art. This kind of stuff is neat just for me to sit down for a couple minutes and relax and go through it and read the letters and stuff that I get from fans. It's pretty fun. So, if you are the person who unfortunately should have gotten that Project 7 shirt and you never did, please contact me. Again, send me the address that was supposed to go to, and I'll confirm that it was you, and then I will get in contact with how I can get you that shirt. But again, if you're interested in sending me stuff, if it's something normal like a letter, a piece of fan art, something small like this, you know, the souvenirs from Croatia, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and do that. My P.O. Box address is public. It's on my forums in that P.O. Box area. If you want to send me something bigger, please run it by me on the forums, because, again, I get the feeling, actually, it was funny because I think someone's been bugging my girlfriend about it, been bugging Panda Lee. Dude, if you look at this t-shirt, and she's like, what are you talking about? So, if you didn't see, obviously, the t-shirt, I didn't get it. If you're bugging her, obviously, look, there's no t-shirt here, you know what I mean? The last t-shirt that I got was actually a t-shirt from a fan who had made that Blanca shirt that I've worn several times during the course of this year. It was the custom art airbrushed Blanca. I think that's the last shirt I got, so if you sent me a shirt and I didn't get it, I apologize. That's the post office's fault. Now everyone knows, look, this is the size of a package for a shirt. This fits in my P.O. box, but sometimes they don't put it in there. Sometimes they say, oh, it's too big, and they go put it on a storage shelf. That makes no fucking sense. Look how small this is. It fits in my P.O. box, but the U.S. Post Office sucks. They just don't do a good job. So, alright, that's it. Enough of me ranting about the United States Postal Service. But yeah, okay, thank you for tuning in at this edition of DSP's P.O. Box. If over the next few months I get a lot of messages from fans, oh, I'm sending you this, and I say, okay, I like it, then you might see another one of these, but chances are, most of the time, you know, I don't talk about the P.O. Box a lot. I don't ask for people to send me stuff. It's just a cool way that if you want to send some kind of correspondence to me, there's a physical way you can do it. I felt that that was needed. And so, you know, if you would like to send me something, again, please run it by me if it's any bigger than just something you think would just fit in the P.O. Box. But you probably won't see another one of these videos until at least the fall, if not maybe Christmas time again, because I usually only do these 1 to 2 times a year, only if I know, chains caught, only if I know that there's something significant in the P.O. Box that I need to pick up. So, that's it for the P.O. Box. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you later.